It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com. That is Fifth Freedom with Coming Back for More. And kicking off the show there, we heard something from Madman's Lullaby with the Storm. And just like a storm coming through your neighborhood, coming to the mic is my good friend and partner, Chris Aiken. What's going on, Chris?
What is up, dude? You sound like you're on like internals instead of the mic speakers. At least to me.
Oh, well, I'll have to screw around with that a little bit, but you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you good enough. You're just fuzzy, but I can deal. What's
right.
going on, man?
Well, prior to the show, I'm like rebooting. You know, I run two PCs here in the studio for one for you and one for recording the show and taking phone calls and things. Right. So the one PC that I use to connect you, It won't have any USB activity, so I could not use my keyboard, couldn't use a mouse, couldn't use nothing.
That's fun.
So I rebooted it, same problem, went to a wired mouse, keyboard, still wouldn't read it. It just had no function at all.
We're back to having bugs again. We're going to have to starting the show at noon, me and you.
Yeah. Yeah, but, so fortunately, I always keep a backup PC.
Sure.
So I had to real quick switch it out, but then, of course, the Skype was not updated on it, so I had to reinstall the Skype.
Okay.
And so now I'm back.
Yeah, so you had to swipe out the whole machine, huh?
Yeah, I had to switch the machine out. I always keep a PC, like I said, at the ready.
Okay.
And so I unplugged everything, switched it out, plug it in, went to use the Skype, and it said, it was just outdated, so I had to update it.
Right.
And here we are.
Works for me. I mean, I can hear you, so it's all good.
Well, you're as clean as always, so we're back to normal.
Sounds good, man.
All right. Well, I haven't really chatted with you much. I did call you just briefly one day this week for some business reasons, but you've been kind of out of sight.
I have. I've been very locked in with work. I've been working a ton, and then last night I ventured out, but other than that, I didn't even see the light of day all week. All week it was just work, and then it was 3 18s and a 20, I think, for the 4 days, and then yesterday I slowed down to like 10 hours of work. But
so did you just get barraged, or did you get behind?
It's the nature of this IT business. There are times when it's super busy. There are times when there is nothing going on, and I never say no. If somebody offers me a job, I'll figure out a way to do it. If the only thing I have to give up is sleep, I'll just give up sleep. I don't care.
Right.
So, right now I just have a lot of projects going. I think I have 8 active projects myself, and then my son has 2 more. So, just a busy time, but a good time. So
it's always positive.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. All of my bills, once I finish these jobs, are paid up through like July or August. So that's a nice feeling for me to know that everything is paid for months at a time. Because you know how it goes when you're literally living, customer to customer. Sometimes it is definitely good when there's extra money in the coffers to cover some bills should I have some slow time. So all good, man. No complaints.
Excellent. All right. Well, good for you. I'm glad to hear all things are well at the Aiken IT business. Now, you were having a bit of a problem with your back last week. So where are you at with that?
Today is kind of the first day that it has not really bothered me much. It's still a little tweaky when I get out of bed, going from laying down to sitting up. But once I'm up, it seems okay. It doesn't hurt right now. So, let's hope it stays that way for the next 6 hours.
Sure, absolutely.
That's okay.
Excellent. All right. Well, nothing going on here with me. Just kind of work and home and, just trying to maintain and just looking for some better weather as the weather's starting to get better, and looking forward to May. where you and I will be teaming up for the melodicrockfest.com.
Yep.
And we'll be doing hosting duties for 3 days.
Yeah, dude, that's going to be a long 3 days, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we'll be at the Home Bar in Arlington Heights, Illinois. Mm-hmm. And we'll be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday hosting the Melodic Rock Fest.
Yeah.
So if you're in the area and you're going to make a trip out, come on out and hang out, listen to some great tunes, and come visit with us and say, hey, man, I'm a fan of the show.
Yeah, you can check our online schedule to see when and where we'll be appearing within the club and what the cost will be to shake our hands.
Exactly. Now we'll have the ticket girls there taking your money.
That's right.
So you can line up and say hello to us.
Yeah, advance purchase to meet me is available now at ticketfly.com.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that.
I am too, man. It's something we haven't done before, and in what I'm deeming my year of doing stuff again, it's good to actually have like a travel thing to do, and I have 2 that month, which is great. So, I'll be in your neighborhood twice in like 14 days.
Why? What's the other thing you're doing?
Our good friend Jerome invited me to the Cubs versus Indians game.
Oh, early season game, huh?
Yeah, and it's on May the 20 whatever the Tuesday is.
Uh-huh.
It's whatever that day is, that's the day it is, and I'm going to come up, and I've never been to Wrigley before, so I'm looking forward to coming up and sitting in Wrigley Field and, enjoying the game, man.
Excellent.
I'm pumped for that.
All right. Sounds like a plan. And then in March, next month, in like 2 weeks, our good friends Red Rain will be opening up for Dokken in the Pittsburgh area on, March 14th?
The 14th, yeah, that's a Wednesday, I think.
Yeah, that's a weird day of the week to go to a concert, but, it is what it is. And then I guess they landed another opening slot for Dokken in Virginia.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So those guys are cranking up the old touring machine and getting on a few bills, but you plan on hitting that show, right?
I am going to that. Sammy and I were talking before you jumped in the chat room about if they're going to come out to the Pinball Palace ahead of time and play some pinball. We're trying to get that worked out so that we can meet up there and, play some pinball and, kind of chill out for a little while before heading over to Jurgles Bar, wherever that is, in somewhere near Pittsburgh.
Warrington? I
don't know.
It's like 10 minutes from your Pinball Palace.
Yeah, wherever GPS tells me to go, that's where I'll go.
Very nice. Well, I wish I could make it over for the show. If it wasn't in the middle of the week, I'd come over, but, Wednesday.
Well, tell your bosses, look, I'm a very important guy. I'm leaving.
Well, I could do that, but I'd have to, leave out on Tuesday night or Wednesday morning and then take all day Wednesday off, take all day Thursday off because I'd have to get home and then work Friday.
You act like sleep is important or something. You drive over in the morning, you get there in time for the show, you watch the show, you drive home.
Right.
You show up for work the next day and you do your 8 hours.
Yeah, sure. 6 hours over, 4 or 5 hour hang, 6 hours back home, no problem.
Dude, what's the problem? You get a lunch break.
Sure.
You could take a nap. What's the problem?
If I could, I just need to just fuel up the CMS corporate jet and just jet on over and
Soon, man, soon. With the way our numbers are going, it's just a matter of time.
Right. Yeah, well, speaking of our numbers, we are quickly approaching our 4 million download mark.
Yes.
And I kind of pegged that as happening somewhere between March 5th and March 7th.
Right, somewhere in there.
Yeah, so during the first week of March, we will be crossing 4 million downloads for the CMS.
Yeah. Dude, the numbers are ridiculous everywhere I look. I mean, not ridiculous, like, celebrity ridiculous, but we just crossed 7,000 followers on Facebook today.
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. I'm not a Facebook guy, so I don't know what 7,000 followers really mean.
Well, it's not awful. It's double what I have for the Pinball Palace. So I mean, it's not awful. It's pretty decent, I guess.
Right.
And we're at like 1.4 million or something on YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube plays. So, dude, everywhere I look, the numbers are like pretty strong. So
sure.
I cannot complain when I can count to 5 million and it has our name and fucking logo plastered on it. That's always pretty cool.
4 million sounds like a great following.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that we crossed the 3 million mark. I think it was like August 17th in 2017.
Okay.
So we're knocking down 1 million downloads about every 10 months.
So we're doing about 3 million a year, something like that?
1.2, 1.3, yeah.
Jeez. For this dumb shit.
Yeah, for free.
For free and for us talking about the Confederate flag and teachers fucking kids.
Yeah. Well, it was mentioned to me today. It's like, what are you guys going to do on the show tonight? It's just like, well, the show kind of goes where it goes. It's like, well, let me guess. Kid fucking, Confederate flag, racism, all that stuff. So it's just like, are we in a pattern here?
If we are, good, it's working.
Well, it seems like people get a bang out of that.
Yeah, do you want us to talk about fucking biblical studies and China patterns?
Well, we got more kid fucking and racism tonight.
Yes, of course we do.
Did you see that article I sent you over earlier this week?
On kid fucking?
No,
or on
no. On why having security in schools is a bad idea.
Yes, I did.
I did. Did you just lose your mind about that?
I have a couple thoughts.
All right. Well, we're going to cover that.
I have a couple of thoughts.
Everybody's all up in arms. Gun control. We need to save the children. And so when somebody brings a comprehensive idea to the table, we can't do that.
No, I'm not bringing it. I'm not going to handle a gun myself. Fuck you.
Or we're not going to have security in the schools.
No, they'll feel like they're prisoners.
Yeah, exactly.
Shut up.
Well, we're going to talk about that I'm sure in depth tonight. I don't want to beat a dead horse the way that the news media has, but it's ridiculous.
Did you say a dead kid or a dead horse?
Yeah, a dead kid. I'm not going to keep beating a dead kid on this.
Yeah. Yeah, now we'll let the mainstream media keep beating the dead kids.
Exactly.
We'll go past that topic.
Right, exactly. So, man, I'll tell you what, I got a lot of great stories lined up this week. This week has just been a ridiculous amount of material for us that caught my eye, and I just it was like a plethora. It just spilled over on me this week. It's like, gonna cover that on the show. Yep, gonna cover that on this show. So we're not gonna be short of any kind of material.
That's good. Did you get the email I sent you with the 2 MP3s?
I did.
We can do that early if you want to. It's short, but it covers something that we constantly goof on this show.
Right.
It's so fucking funny.
Yeah. Well, in the same regard, it doesn't even bother. I saw a video today that had to do with that subject material, and I want to give it away, but just the barbaric nature. It's just unbelievable.
You know what? You got those MP3s?
I can pull them up.
Pull them up. Let's do it right now. We're just babbling anyway.
Yeah.
And they're like each of them's like a minute and a half. We can do this right now.
Yeah. Well, it'll be kind of a break in protocol here, the way that we normally do things. But let me pull this up here.
We'll do something off the cuff. Get that bumper ready and get those MP3s downloaded, and let's go.
All right. Let me see here.
Since you have a lot of topics, we'll get into one right now.
Yeah. Let me see here. Let me find my little bumper. Where's my bumper here?
That one should be pulsating. It
Yeah.
should just itching to play.
My little search thing are not being cooperative tonight.
Of course not.
If I was prepared, I would have had these ready to go.
Yeah. Well, we are doing it on the fly.
We are doing it on the fly. One more time.
Come on, you fuck.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Wendell, this is your boss, your employer. I command you to come back to work. The Penske files are piling up on your desk, and your TPS reports are overdue. I will forgive your absence because you are a radio jockey, but you must kiss all 4 arms of Ganesha and bring me 1 pound of curry as penalty. I will expect your service Monday morning. Do not disappoint me, Wendell.
All right. Well, before we get into this particular thing that you sent over,
Yeah.
I saw a video today as I was scanning through for stories and things. Mm-hmm. Over there in India,
Yeah.
there's like 4 or 5 Indian guys that run this guy down, this other Indian guy.
Okay.
And they're all carrying sticks, like sticks that they picked up in the woods.
Okay.
And they chase this guy down, and they're all taking their turn at beating this guy with a stick. And his wife, dressed in the typical Indian robes and garbs, she comes out there waving her own stick. And they're out there with a stick in a stick fight. So she's trying to defend her husband with a stick, and there's like 5 other guys waving stick. It just looked like caveman activity. It was just the most bizarre thing.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And it's just like, what day and age do we live in?
Yeah. Oh my God. That's funny. Do not hit me with the stick.
Exactly.
Do not stop it. That is hurting my back.
Right.
Do not hurt my back with the stick.
Yeah. So he's like laying on the ground trying to cover his head, and these guys are taking turns beating him with sticks. So it was just bizarre.
Really, it is 2018, not 1818.
Right.
Do not hit me with the stick. The stick and the stone, it breaketh my bone.
Right. It's too funny.
Fucking idiots.
All right. Tell us a little bit about this audio that you provided.
Okay. So a friend of the show
Yes.
is going through some he's price quoting getting some modifications done on his home.
All right.
Okay, he's getting some things built, and he, like so many of us, can't stand when he gets a call back and it's from an Indian guy that he cannot understand.
Right.
So he has 2 phones, and when he gets that call, he immediately grabs his other phone and starts recording.
Okay.
And then starts fucking with them. And so if you play the one that's numbered 1 first,
Okay.
you could play that one first. This is just him. He gets a call for somebody that wants to do the home repair thing.
All right.
And because the guy is a fucking Indian, he just gives him the fucking business.
Nice. Look at that. Look at that picture Phil Lou's put in the chat room.
Now that's not very nice.
Oh, look at that.
Look at all the sticks.
I know. That must be a thing over there.
Apparently it is.
All right. Well, let's play this first audio of our friend, our CMS friend, giving the Indians the business over the phone.
Okay.
Here we go.
It's a single-family regular house, right?
Yes. I'm looking to put in a room that we can put a bunch.
Right.
I'm looking to build a room that we can put a bunch of fake rubber pussies in. Can you do that?
I'm sorry?
I'm looking to build a room so we can put a bunch of fake rubber pussies in it. Can you do that? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, home improvement services, right?
Yes, how would you rate your credit score? Would that be poor, fair, good, or excellent? Is it good, maybe?
Excellent. But I need to buy...
That's all from my side. Like today's...
Yeah, I need to build this room.
Like today is 12th of February 2018. This call may be recorded and for legal purposes I have to tell you that.
Okay.
It may be contacted by up to top for home improvement and home service partners. These companies may use what's called an automatic dialing system to reach you back on the phone number you gave us. They could possibly email you as well.
Yeah, I need to...
If the federal or state do not call this, you're not required to purchase anything from these companies.
That's right.
What is this guy saying?
No one knows.
They do me. I do.
Yeah, here's my social security number based on that comment.
Right.
Our company has to contact you back and provide you the estimates, okay?
That's right. Can they build me the fake pussy room? That's what I need.
Okay. Do expect we call back and do try the estimate.
Okay.
So what did he tell him to do?
I think in that one he was asking what his credit was, and then because he kept saying that he wanted to build this room for the fake rubber pussies, he said he was going to call him back.
All right.
That one is the first one.
Okay.
So then a different company called him back, and this one, I find this clip to be just fucking hysterical for two reasons. The beginning and the end part are both funny, but the beginning part is an absolute something that you and I have hammered 10,000 times on this show. And that is when the definite Indian guy calls and tries to pretend that he has an American name.
All right.
And this is like the absolute, this is embarrassingly bad. So you could probably play the first 15 seconds and you'll be dying laughing at the name that this guy calls himself.
Okay.
So at your leisure, sir.
Okay, who are you again?
This is Barry Henderson calling you. How are you, sir?
You're Joe Handsome? Who? What's your name?
This is Barry Henderson.
Barry
The
Henderson.
homeowner?
Barry Henderson.
Barry Henderson.
Yeah, he's Barry Henderson.
Yeah, sure he is. Hello, this is Barry Henderson.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Sure it is. Barry Henderson.
Right.
Just fucking ridiculous.
All right.
Yes, I am the homeowner. Yes.
Good to know, sir. Actually, the reason of my call is that your house has been selected to receive a free pricing estimate for home improvement like window replacement, siding, roofing, heating, air conditioning, or even kitchen or bathroom remodeling.
Yeah.
So what do you think, what kind of improvement do your house need?
I'm building a room to hold all these big fake rubber pussies and big rubber dicks.
Big rubber pussies and big rubber dicks. All right. Nathan from Kentucky, Barry and the Hendersons.
Yeah, pretty much. Hello.
Hello.
My name is Barry Henderson, but you can call me Magoo.
Right.
Can you finance that?
What you said?
I said I'm building a room to finance. I need to finance a room. I gotta put all these fake pussies in the room, and fake fake rubber dicks.
Okay, sir. So you need furnace work in your room?
Yeah, big rubber dicks.
No problem, sir. What is the best time to call you back? Morning, evening, or?
Yeah, no problem, sir.
No problem.
No problem, sir.
It sounds like a very nice room there, sir.
Usually 3:30 in the morning. The witching hour.
Bewitching hours? Is that what he said? Bewitching hours?
Yeah.
Is the morning time?
Yes,
best time to
yes,
call you back?
3:30 in the morning. Yes, the witching hour.
Bewitching hour. Damn.
Is that a time I can call you back? Yeah, 3:30 a.m.
Yeah. Is that in the morning? Yes, it's in the morning.
Oh my God.
Bewitching hour.
Bewitching hour.
Yeah.
3:30 a.m.
Okay, no problem, sir. I will call you back.
That is a very good time to talk about plastic pussies and dicks.
Right. So how did he did he put some kind of like a inquiry out on the internet looking for like home improvement companies
Yeah.
or something?
He probably filled out one of those things online that says get quotes for building a room.
Okay.
And he put it out there, and now these are the quotes that are coming in.
Yeah. Calling directly from India.
Yeah. By way of whatever local number that they could, however they do that now with the local exchange.
Right.
And then, I mean, it could be a local guy. After all, he said his name is Barry Henderson.
Right.
That
It makes me feel very comfortable that Barry called me.
Hello, my name is Betty Henderson. Hey, Barry, how you been? You sound just like my other friend, Barry Henderson.
It does. Eddie Rocks has got it. I think he bought one of your friend's products from his room that he's getting built.
He bought it off the shelf, apparently.
He did.
I don't know that I like the brown stain in the pussy, though. That's kind of, I don't know about that. Looks like it has some leakage.
Yeah.
It looks like you could squeeze the puff and like some goo comes out of it or something.
Right.
I'd hit it, though.
I'm sure you would.
For the story.
For the story. Well, at least you know a distributor.
Yeah, there we go.
Because he's building a wing on his house just to house those things.
Yeah, just to house the plastic pussies and rubber dicks.
Exactly. It's a good thing he's getting Barry to build it for him.
I know. It's Barry Henderson.
So good.
That fucking, come on, man. Just say your name is fucking Magoo Musharraf or whatever your fucking name is.
Habib.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Habib Atunami. That's better than Barry Henderson.
Right.
Barry Henderson.
I mean, if you're not a Patel or a Yes Now or something like that, then you're not believable.
Yeah, and he's probably from the south side. That's not as good, right?
Yeah, the southern India. That's where the people who they're in the service industry.
Yeah, the scumbags.
Yeah, they're not the smart ones. They're the people who work with their hands. They're not the ones who sit there and push a pencil all day.
You are a dumb one. That is why I now rename you Betty Henderson. Just like the American dumbbells, you are now American named Barry Henderson.
There you are.
Oh, my God. Thanks a ton, whoever made it easy for India to fucking be our help desks. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, well, it's cheap.
Yeah, I know, but whoever... It hasn't always been that way. It used to be in my lifetime where you could call a company and actually talk to somebody that worked at the company. Not some fucking ass fuck that doesn't wipe his ass and shits in a hole that fucking, sits in a phone. Can you imagine how bad that phone room must stink? You fucking put 100 or 1,000 Indian guys with fucking that none of them have seen a fucking toilet or toilet paper. They wouldn't know how to squeeze the Charmin if you put your hands on a fucking roll of it.
Right.
And how bad must that room stink? You know it's hot. You know it's not air conditioned.
Right.
And just that caked on fucking shit that cakes into their ass from not wiping it. 1,000 people in a steamy room going, hello, My name is Jim Davidson.
Well,
how can I help you?
But to an outsider, it would be offensive to the nose. To somebody who's around it all the time, they just don't even, it doesn't even faze them.
Oh my God! Can you imagine, if you were the president of a company that was hiring an Indian help desk, and you went there for a visit, to tour the facility or something?
Yeah.
You imagine the fucking guy comes in and just is spraying Febreze directly up your nose, like nose spray.
Yeah.
Just right up his fucking nostrils so that he can't smell the fucking sickness of. Ugh. I can't imagine a room of stinky ass from fucking spicy curry. That has to be horrible. My God. Yes, come to the restroom. Bring a shovel.
Too funny.
Good Lord.
Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
Hail and kill, guys. This is Lewis. What's up?
Hey, Lewis. It's good to hear from you, pal. It's been, a week?
Hey, man, look, I worked for the Patels for years and years. That's what I'm just getting out of.
You work for the Patels?
Yeah, I can tell you a lot about the stuff that you're not even talking about on there. I was always concerned with why
spit it out. Come on.
Why they raised so much hell over $1 or $2 missing from the drawer. And what I found out was that they're sending money to the banks in India. They're actually, the rupee is actually the dollar is worth so much more than the rupee is. It's 15 times more. And so, when you lose $1 here in America, they're losing $15.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not even joking about this shit, man. So they're sending it to a bank in India, and that's the whole deal. They're paying for their retirement, and they're going to go over there. My boss, the guy that I worked for years, was sending all of his money to a bank in India. I never understood why he was upset. While there was when the drawer showed up $5 short. And $5, times 15, that was what he was thinking in his head.
Right, exactly.
I was dude, I'll just give you $5 out of my pocket, man. Who cares? It's no big deal.
Yeah, I'm with you,
yeah,
Lewis.
So, yeah, that's exactly what that's all about, man. They don't. And look, and let me tell you something. And I don't have a racist bone in my body. I really don't. I want you to know. They really can't stand white people. They don't, and they look down on them, and they think that. And I worked for them for years and years, and there's no room for promotion with those guys because the family's involved, and all the family is in the upper management. So they've taken over everything, and you can't even make manager or assistant manager or whatever because they always allot that for their family members. That's the truth. Anyways, I just had a request. Can you play a song for me?
Well, we'll see what I can do for you, Lewis. What are you looking for?
I was looking for Whiplash, Wheel of Fortune. It's a very underrated song. No one ever plays it, and I think it's great.
All right, Lewis. Well, we'll see what we can do for you, brother.
All right. Hey, guys, keep on rocking. Hell and kill, fuck you, pal, and hand job.
Hand job. All right. Well, there goes Lewis.
There he goes.
Yeah. All right. Well, got anything else for us?
No, that was it. Just a little quick Indian Tales to break things up to start the show.
Just get things rolling with the Indian Tales.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm going to take a short break here, play a couple of tunes, fix your little audio issue over there, and we'll do some more stuff.
Sounds good, man.
All right. Let me see what I got here in the old music bank.
All right.
Let me think here. Is Didn't have anything lined up here. What do you think? Let's see here. We played some Bombay Black earlier.
Yep.
Let's play some, what do you think? We'll play some Billy Morris Band. How's that?
Sounds good to me.
Since it is the weekend, let's play a tune from Billy Morris, The Weekend.
Yeah, nobody has this. This is a first-time play or an exclusive or whatever.
All right. Well, here's our good friend Billy Morris from Cleveland, Ohio, with The Weekend exclusively here
on your Classic Metal Show.